Let's talk about Gen Z, you. A generation that's never known a world without the internet at your fingertips, where being online isn't just a habit, it's a way of life. You're the first generation to grow up with the internet as a basic utility, not a novelty. For you, Wi-Fi is as essential as electricity or running water. Your playground was digital, and your first friends could be from anywhere in the world, sometimes people you've never met in person, but who know you better than anyone. This global connectivity shapes how you see the world, not as separate countries, but as one big, noisy neighborhood where everyone's voice can be heard. You process information at lightning speed, spot fakes instantly, and switch between cultures, memes, and conversations with ease, sometimes all in the same minute. You learn to navigate endless information before you learn to drive, mastering search engines and social feeds as naturally as breathing. Community for you isn't just local, it's global, built around shared passions, fandoms, and values that cross borders and time zones. You find your tribe with a hashtag, connecting instantly with people who get you, no matter where they are. You see news directly from people living it, breaking down barriers and building empathy in real time, not just reading headlines but hearing real voices. When people say you're always online, they really mean you're always connected, to friends, to ideas, to the pulse of the world. You're always learning, communicating, and engaging with the world, whether it's through a meme, a message, or a movement. You didn't adapt to the digital age, you were born in it. It's your native language, and you speak it fluently. This isn't a weakness, it's your foundation. It's what gives you the confidence to challenge old systems and invent new ones. You're building a new way of living, working, and connecting, one that's more open, more creative, and more inclusive than ever before. The rest of us are just trying to keep up, learning from you as you redefine what's possible. You're creating a world that's faster, more connected, and more complex than ever. A world where change is the only constant, and you're just getting started. The future is wide open, and you're already running toward it. The digital world is your home turf, where you innovate, create, and connect every single day. You're not just part of the future, you're already shaping it, one click, one post, one idea at a time. Welcome to the world you're building. The rest of us can't wait to see where you take us next. Now, let's talk about your values, your operating system. These are the principles that shape every decision you make, the lens through which you see the world. They're not just words you write in a journal or post online, they're the foundation of who you are and how you show up every day. For Gen Z, inclusivity isn't a buzzword, it's a baseline. It's the starting point for every community you build and every space you enter. You expect diversity, demand it, and celebrate it. You know that real progress happens when everyone has a seat at the table, and every voice is heard. A room where everyone's the same? That's boring. You crave difference, because you know it sparks creativity and new ideas. You call out injustice, stand up for the marginalized, and respect every identity. You're not afraid to speak up, even when it's uncomfortable. It's not about being politically correct. It's about basic decency. It's about treating people with kindness, empathy, and respect, no matter what. You're rewriting the rules to be kinder, more thoughtful, and more aware. You're not satisfied with the status quo. You want to make things better for everyone. This quiet revolution is happening everywhere, every day. In small acts and big movements, you're making a difference. Authenticity is your other superpower. You know that being real is more powerful than being perfect. You spot fake from a mile away, whether it's a brand, a leader, or a friend. You value honesty, and you expect it from others. You want real stories, not polished perfection. You're drawn to people who share their struggles as well as their successes. You support creators who are honest and vulnerable. You lift up those who dare to be themselves, flaws and all. These values, authenticity, inclusivity, justice, aren't just ideals. They're the fuel behind your actions, the reason you keep pushing forward. They're how you change the world. Every conversation, every project, every movement starts with your values. When you demand inclusivity, you shift the economy. You influence what brands create and how companies behave. When you share stories of injustice, you change the conversation. You inspire others to care, to listen, and to act. When you support authenticity, you change the culture. You make it safer for everyone to be themselves. Don't let anyone call your values naive. They're not a weakness, they're your greatest strength. They're your greatest force for change. When you act on your values, you inspire others to do the same. They're the compass guiding the future, and with them, you're already leading the way. For you, technology isn't just a tool, it's an extension of yourself. You've turned social media into a megaphone for change. Movements start with a TikTok, protests organize with a hashtag, and global conversations spark from a single post. You became the media, sharing first-hand accounts, holding power accountable, and educating millions. Social media is your headquarters for activism, but it's not just about big movements. You use tech to support mental health, raise funds, and check in on friends. You build networks of care outside traditional institutions. You're digital architects, designing new ways to connect and make a difference. You're using the tools you were given to build something powerful and uniquely yours. If one issue defines Gen Z, it's the climate crisis. You were born into a warming world. Climate change isn't abstract, it's your reality. You're not waiting for permission, you're demanding action now. You want systemic change, not just recycling. You hold governments and corporations accountable. You organize strikes, lead protests, and use digital platforms to pressure leaders. The global climate strike movement, that was you. You changed the conversation, making climate urgency impossible to ignore. You drive change through your choices, supporting sustainable brands, plant-based diets, and rethinking consumerism. You're building a green economy from the ground up. Sustainability is cool because you made it so. You're not just fighting against a negative future, you're building a positive one. The planet's future is in your hands. The world of work you're entering is nothing like your parents'. Forget one job for life. You're juggling gigs, side hustles, and portfolio careers. You're building a life, not just a job. Flexibility, creativity, and entrepreneurship are your trademarks. You know how to build a personal brand, market your skills, and adapt to new platforms. You create your own opportunities. You turn passions into professions and hobbies into income. The creator economy? You're writing the rules. Economic challenges are real. Education and housing costs are high, jobs are less stable. So you hustle, innovate, and stay resilient. You're not just employees, you're CEOs of your own careers. You're building businesses that reflect your values. The old path is gone, but you're paving new ones. Your adaptability is your greatest asset. Let's be real. Life isn't just viral videos and side hustles. Constant connectivity brings pressure and anxiety. Living life in public means every post is judged, every mistake is permanent. Mental health struggles are real. Anxiety and depression are higher than ever. The digital world can be overwhelming, with non-stop news and comparison. Political division, economic instability, and climate anxiety add to the weight. But you're honest about these struggles, and that's strength. You build communities of support and resilience. Your vulnerability connects you. Together, you're finding new ways to cope and thrive. So, where does this leave us? At a crossroads, looking ahead to a world that's changing faster than ever before. With you, Gen Z, standing at a pivotal moment in history, ready to shape what comes next. You're the most diverse, connected, and socially conscious generation ever, united by your values and your vision for a better world. You've faced unprecedented challenges, from global pandemics to climate change, and responded with creativity, resilience, and hope. You're not waiting for the future, you're building it, one post, one protest, one act of kindness at a time. Every idea you share, every project you start, every conversation you spark, moves us all forward. Your values are the blueprint for a more just, equitable, and compassionate world. One where everyone belongs. There will be setbacks and resistance, but you have each other, a global network of peers, allies, and friends. You're not alone. You're a collective force, millions strong. Keep speaking up, keep creating, keep believing in your power. Keep challenging the old ways, and don't be afraid to reimagine what's possible. Trust your instincts. Your voice is powerful, your dreams are valid, and your actions matter. The world of tomorrow isn't something that happens to you. It's something you build together. This is your team. This is your time. Go out there and build that world, step by step, day by day. We're all counting on you, cheering you on, and believing in your potential. The future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. Make it yours. And remember, by daring to dream and act, you're already changing everything for the better.